Hello lords and ladies, and welcome to another episode of GC9 walkthrough. So here we have the aftermath of House 10 defeat. You can see there are some counties that are controlled by House 10, especially Paraguay. But then this is not the House 10 that was fighting House 19 before. So we come here, just for example this guy, we go to the house, we have these people here. So this is a Russian flag, and you can see the players here. Winners Rus. So the Russians have taken over House 10. If you want to go and see, so for example Carlos Magnus, here he has 2 villages in Slovenia which are under ID for 339 days. And we have him and Der Gresche still here, Der Gresche with 1 village, which is under 89 days of ID. And you can see this is a major hub, but what is left of it is only 3 villages. He has a liege lord and 3 more vassals in the Africa. His liege lord is Magnus, and Magnus' liege lord is MacBain, which is for 192 days under ID, and he doesn't have a liege lord. So you can see that what is left is that. So why Carlos Magnus? Because Carlos Magnus is one of the most resilient players. I knew I would find him, but they don't leave anybody alive. So most of this map is now Russians and the Russian alliance with the Chinese. So most of the map is Russians and Russian alliance and Chinese people. So now you just have a look who is controlling where, the whole map. You don't see any house other than the major House 19 alliance houses controlling any sort of land anywhere. So we go through the map, just very quick one for you to see. Like for example, there's a still House 2 here, and we have the map mostly taken like this. My friend Methuselah is still alive here with 26 villages. He's doing well, and here is his hub. Most of his villages are here. So this is Canada for you. And the US, most of the parishes are taken. House 4 also has lost a lot. This land was House 4 before, now it's House 6. They have taken over. And Mexico also. Actually it's Mexico, but I think most people won't understand. Here we have the Central Americans and the Caribbeans, House 1 and House 19. This is the north of South America. So here we have that, and then we move to south of Africa. Here you can see most of them are taken. There is nothing left of House 10 alliance here. All is destroyed. Moving to Kenya, moving higher, Congo, Cameroon and these areas. So here we have the Somalia, Ethiopia. We have West Africa. You can see all controlled. Most of the parishes are taken. Israel and Palestine is taken. And here we have Saudi, Yemen, Iraq, Iran. And here we have India. India has a lot of neutral parishes. Bangladesh, Myanmar, Thailand. Thailand also has a lot of neutral parishes. Here we have Vietnam, Malaysia, Indonesia, Brunei, still Indonesia, Papua New Guinea, and Australia, not controlled by House 19. I think most of the House 19 players were promoted to hold the land to finish the eras faster. Here, New Zealand, and then we have this player, what's the name? Leg Paro, controlling this land. So you can see, for example, this guy has some nipples here and there, and he didn't have to even he doesn't clear the disease, he doesn't care a lot about what's happening here. He just have his villages here and controls this area. So moving to Philippines, you can see here we have Taiwan, Macau. Captain Clan is controlling here. You have China, mostly in the hands of House 20. These lands are very large, and it doesn't worth it for anybody to hold this. Not an easy country to hold unless you hold the whole country seat from the Macau, which is a small county. Here you have Turkmenistan, Tajikistan. You can see the numbers have gone lower compared to before. A lot of them have moved out to control more land in Tajikistan, and a lot of good parishes are here. Here we have Kazakhstan. Obviously Russia is the land of neutrals, a lot of neutrals here in this area. You can see house 2, any house has one parish here, except for some houses like house 16. So there's nothing you can see. Here we have Europe, densely populated, except for Bulgaria. I think this area will have a rogue problem, and a lot of these players will lose their villages, which this vacuum will be filled with House 19, of course. There's no one else to fill the vacuums in this server. And here we have Hispania. I didn't show Turkey. So Turkey is this situation at the moment, a lot of small players around. Azerbaijan and Armenia, guys controlling. So normally what happens in these wars where Russians and Chinese win is that I mean in general anybody wins, is that the rogues will start come here, and then they will prey on neutrals. They attack neutrals, and then the neutrals will lose out, and they have a vacuum there, and it will be filled by the winner. And that's normally what happens here. So yeah, this is the world now. We are in the 4th era. Going to the glory race, you can see House 19 is winning, obviously 1.8 million, and here is the House 1 chasing it with 300,000. So and the needed glory is 4 million. So a few days, maybe a week for every glory race round. Going to the points, you can see that House 12, let's say here, it's all low levels, all are low levels, and Elf, Prince, Knight. So what would I expect is let's say if a house was fighting, they would have crown princes with low villages. But none of these houses have this condition where they have a crown princess. Like this one is a crown prince with 17 villages. You wouldn't have that. You would have, if there was a house fighting, there would be like crown prince with 2 villages, like just Carlos Magnus. That would be it. So no house is fighting. All the houses are taken over by House 19 and their friends, or the bots or whatever. And here is the word at the beginning of the 4th era. Thank you for watching, and until the next one.